Okay, here's an overview of the Company Cam application. The home page is just going to be where you see all the projects as well as a general company feed. You're able to search for the project. If you're having trouble finding it, jump back into recent projects that you've been a part of. Look at the overall feed of photos and then have that ability to find a project. Now, jumping into a project, general overview, you have the ability to contact by clicking on that little small home icon. You can see you can text or call the client and communicate with them, arrival times, etc. You also have the ability to navigate to the job by clicking that icon, and then under that address, you've got the work order. You want to click on the description. You have a hyperlink where you can access the work order and see how many hours this particular job was bid for, as well as any specialized crew notes by section, so that you can have some clarity about the scope of what it is we're painting and what we've bid for on the project. At the top left there, you can hit Company Cam and navigate back to the project dashboard. Here you're going to see the first thing, which is pages. This is where, foreman, you are going to create a daily log utilizing the pictures you've taken throughout the day. You also have that ability to create tasks for yourself, assign them to Paul if necessary or to me if necessary, in order to have those reminders specialized throughout the day to help you. We're able to utilize this task to keep us on task, and that gives us that ability for added clarity as well as that ability to assign particular responsibilities. Next, we have checklists. This is going to have just a general overview checklist, and you can also create a checklist for yourself if it's helpful to you. I'd recommend you just use tasks though. Checklists is just for helping you to maintain a order of operations, etc. You're able to add photos to a particular item on that checklist associated with it, and then you're able to complete that particular aspect of the checklist. Reports is something that we're not going to be utilizing and is not going to be necessary, but documents we will use to upload any transactions associated with that project so that we are able to scan the receipt and have it associated in with the proper project. And that's just kind of a general overview of what you can expect there. The central aspect of this application is photos, where you're able to take a photo with a camera, have a video made with the camera, and help us. Next, you have a chat that's at the bottom right. You click that and you're able to click that @ button and then actually chat with people so that it notifies them, and we end up with a nice, clean text messaging chat that's associated with that particular project so that we have some clarity and communication. And that's that bottom menu item there. So whenever it comes to photos, you're able to take a photo and then add a description using your audio. So I could quickly talk into that, say, hey, this is a guitar, and I can add that in. I can continue to take photos, add descriptions to those photos, annotations even later on if I want to. But the key here is to take photos, add descriptions, annotate if you think that it's necessary, and then save. And then from there, you can also add in a manual description, typing it out if you don't want to use the audio. It gives you that ability also. We want to be as descriptive as possible when we're taking photos so that we're taking photos with intent. It also informs the daily log when we go to create that. Inside of photos, you can actually assign tasks relevant to the photo to a particular person. You can comment and at a person so that they're tagged as a comment. You can actually create a conversation thread surrounded by a particular photo so that we have even more granular clarity and communication on the job site between the production manager, myself, and you, so that we're all on the same page whenever it comes to a given project, and it's easier to communicate all together between everyone. We also have that ability to add in labels there at the top of the screen. You can see some labels that we've kind of created that you can add in for relevancy, and that's an overview of